Welcome back to the channel. This is Tartarian Explorer here. I want to take you on a journey to visit Dublin, Ireland. On my recent world trip, I spent the last day in Dublin before I came back to the United States, and it was phenomenal. Lots to see. I had fun making this one. I hope you enjoy. I'll put in some text with the name of the location and some construction or founding dates. First up, we have the Church of St. Augustine and St. John, commonly known as John's Lane Church. Of note is the bells in the church. There is a peal of 10 bells hung in the tower, weighing 22 long hundredweight, 3/4 and 2 pounds, and in the key of D flat. The tower was not originally intended to hold bells, and therefore access is via an open iron staircase, which was added later, which looks out into the nave of the church. The bells are rung once a month. We are given the architect Edwin Welby Pugin. The plaque says, built 1874 on the site of St. John's Hospital, 1182 AD. Served by the Augustine Order, who are still serving this church. The steeple is the highest in the city, standing at over 200 feet. The 12 statues in the niches on the tower are the work of James Pearce, the father of patriots Padraig and Willie. The stained glass in the asps is by Mayers of Munich. The windows near St. Rita's altar are from Harry Clark's studio, and the window near Our Lady's shrine is a masterpiece by Michael Healy. Here we have a man holding a scepter. This caught my attention because I saw the exact same design in Budapest, Hungary, in the treasury of the St. Stephen's Basilica. A scepter is a ceremonial staff, often adorned with jewels and ornamentation, typically held by a ruling monarch as a symbol of power, authority, and sovereignty. I also saw the same exact scepter design in Prague, Czech Republic, on the Charles Bridge. So I really wonder what this particular design means. It's a beautiful pattern, and the one in Ireland, though, looks like made out of copper. The other two were made out of gold. Here we have Trinity College, Ireland's oldest university. It was originally built outside the walls of Dublin, now in the heart of Dublin city centre. Some fun facts. With an income of $300 million and $700 million value of assets, Trinity College is a billion-year operation. Trinity Ball is Europe's biggest private party. And there are secret tunnels underneath Trinity College. Reading from a blog, one tunnel whose existence has been proven is the one that runs between the old library, one of the older buildings where the Book of Kells is held, to the Berkeley Library. There is said to be a tunnel from Provost's house to Stephen's Green beneath Grafton Street. I went to explore this and found a gated tunnel near the Provost stables, which are accessible via the arch block exit near the elevator. It seems to go in the direction of Dawson Street, but it is locked. The Library of Trinity College, Dublin, serves Trinity College and is the largest library in Ireland. It is a legal deposit or copyright library, which means that publishers in Ireland must deposit a copy of all their publications there without charge. It is the only Irish library to hold such rights for works published in the UK. The Long Room, nearly 300 years old, having been built between 1712 and 1732, houses over 200,000 of the library's oldest books, including the Book of Kells, and is a major cultural and academic landmark. Here we are approaching one of the most beautiful buildings on the campus, if not the most beautiful. Unfortunately, from what I'm reading online, it's closed to the public. It was definitely closed when I got there, but suitably fitting for a building designed to house a geology collection. The museum building was constructed from a vast number of different and contrasting forms of stone. College tradition holds that some form of stone from every quarry in Ireland during the time of its construction was used somewhere within the building. Its design was inspired by Byzantine and Romanesque styles, featuring a richly decorated facade and a grand interior. The museum building is not only a center for education, but also a testament to Ireland's architectural heritage. In memory of Captain Sean Connolly and Lieutenant Sean O'Reilly, George Cohegan, and Louis Burnett, Irish Citizen Army who gave their lives for the Republic of Ireland in this building, Easter 1916, erected by the National Graves Association. Christ Church Cathedral, founded in 1028, contains the largest cathedral crypt in Britain or Ireland, constructed in 1172 to 1173. Having been renovated in the early 2000s, it is now open for visitors. This amazing structure extends underneath the entire length of the building. The rows of stone pillars and arches carry the entire weight of the cathedral above, and have not been faced with stone, so the original stonework and mortar are still visible. Besides the tourist attraction, the church itself uses the crypt like the basement it kind of is, for storage, parties, and lectures. We are now making our way to St. Stephen's Green, and we are going under the Fusiliers Arch. The Fusiliers Arch is a monument which forms part of the Grafton Street entrance to St. Stephen's Green Park. The proportions of the structure are said to be modeled on the Arch of Titus in Rome. The main structure of the arch is granite, with the inscriptions carried out in limestone and a bronze adornment on the front of the arch. In the very center of Dublin's shopping district lies one of Ireland's best-known public parks. Lord Audoen opened it for its citizens of the city in 1880. This 9-hectare green space has been maintained in its original Victorian layout, with extensive tree and shrub planting and spectacular spring and summer bedding. This herbaceous border provides vibrant color from early spring to late autumn. It boasts 3.5 kilometers of accessible pathways. The waterfall and Polham rockwork on the western side of the green are well worth a visit. So is the ornamental lake, which provides a home for waterfowl. Several sculptures are located throughout the green, including the James Joyce Memorial Sculpture and a fine specimen by Henry Moore. A children's playground in the park is always popular, and if you visit at lunchtime during the summer months, you might even catch a free concert. Lastly, I went to Iveagh Gardens. The Iveagh Gardens are amongst the finest but least well-known of Dublin's parks. In 1862, Benjamin Lee Guinness leased the gardens to the Dublin Exhibition Palace and Winter Garden Company for the purpose of hosting a winter garden exhibition in 1865. The exhibition gardens were designed by famous designer and plants person Ninian Neven as an intermediate design between French formal and English landscape styles. Today's restored landscape showcases a unique collection of landscape features including the rosarium, parterres, a cascade, archery grounds, and maze, and claims to be one of the capital's best kept secrets. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to smash the like button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified when I post future videos. Have an epic day.